Hello everybody, Auntie Michelle here at Clever Patch once again. We're going to make, or show you how to make some earrings for NAIDOC week, and then you have the option of also making a necklace. So these are our traditional colours, but not necessarily our traditional way of making our jewellery. So we'll need, as you can see, some red, yellow, black and natural raffia, so a packet of needles, I think they're blunt nose needles, some earring finds, pair of scissors and blunt nose pliers. And then if you're going to make a pendant or necklace, you'll need some of the ribbon. So let's begin. Okay, so to start off with, we need our natural raffia and our yellow. So get 2 or 3 pieces of your natural and 1 piece of your yellow, which is what I've got here. Put the ends together, then tie a knot. And then that's going to be the start. So our yellow is going to be our weaving thread, and this natural will be the core. Put the needle on it. So just one of our blunt needles, well, semi-blunt needles. Oh, it's not going to go through that way for me, so I'll see if it'll go in through that way. No, it doesn't want to. So I'm going to get a pair of scissors and just cut that hard piece off at the end. And try again. So sometimes if you put it over the end of your needle, and it will go through easier, but of course it doesn't want to do that for me today. I'll just thin it out a little bit. There we go. Through the needle, just pull it down a little bit because we don't want it right down. We don't want to sew this end into the knot. I'll just move those pieces out of the way. All right, so now to start, what we're going to do is the yellow in the middle. So we start with the yellow, twist a little bit, lay it down next to our knot. So with our needle, go over the top of this twist and putting it up through the knot. I'm going to hold it up there, so because that's where I want it to go. And then pull it through. And you just keep going around the outside, cover it gradually with your yellow. Keep going, and you can twist this tail piece in from your knot into it as well, so you don't have to worry about cutting that off. Twist it around, so you can see that the yellow is actually covering the natural raffia as we go, so that you don't have the natural raffia showing through. It's actually in the core of our weaving. So you just keep going. You go around probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 times right around the whole disc. Keep going. When you come back around to where you've started, you don't go into the middle anymore. You start building the sides out further. So I'll just go around so that you can quickly see what I'm doing. Now this may take you a little bit longer to do than what I am taking to do. You know, I've got over 20 years experience in doing this, so it might take a little bit of more time for you to do it, but you know, it takes time to learn. Okay, so now I've gone right round, and instead of going right into the middle here, I'm going to come halfway. So I'm going to start building up, going around the outside. So here I'm coming, so I haven't gone right to the middle. Make sure that it's covered the natural. Pull it through, go around, and you just keep going until you get to, until you get to the size that you want. So I would go around another time to get that size. So pull that through. Once you get right round, we'll then join a piece of red in. So we'll show you how to do that now. Okay, so I've just cut off the extra length of yellow because we don't need that now. We'll put the red onto our needle. Oh, that went through much easier. Okay, so come back about, a centimetre, maybe 2 centimetres of what you've already sewn. Put your needle through with your red on. Pull it all the way through so that just a little bit's showing, so that stays. Now I hold this piece here down tight so it holds this in, and I'm going to do 2 stitches there on top of one another to hold it in place. So then your red won't pull out. Now with the yellow, I'm now going to twist that into the core. You can see I've twisted that into the core. Lay that down next to what we've already done, and then continue with the red. So what we're trying to do now is cover that core that we're sewing over with red. Now you can do 2 or 3 rows, or rounds, if you want to call it rounds, around your earring, just to give it a bit of colour. You just keep going around, go around a couple of times, so that you've got, and then like these bits that I've got hanging out here, you can see I've got a little bit of hanging out. I can get the scissors and just trim that off, because they're not going to fall apart, and I can trim that off if I wanted to. And you just keep going around, and then I'll show, so get that round 2 or 3 times, and then we'll come back and we'll show you what to do next. Okay, so we've now got our red around. As you can see, I've cut the end of our red off, so that's probably not quite long, not as long as my thumb. Our needle, and we're gonna add the black now. So with the black, you just need to go around once, but you can go around a couple of times if you want to. I just find if I just go around the once, it just makes it stand out and it doesn't get too heavy with the black. So you can see here, I've only just gone around the once with black, because I think if you do too many rounds in the black, it just makes the earring look too heavy. So same as what we did with the yellow. So I'm going to just hold that down with my thumb so I know where it is. I'm going to come in here with the black underneath. Oh, pull that through so you can just see the end. Pull that down tight so it holds it in place. Do a couple of stitches in that one place over the top of one another so it holds it. Okay, so I've got that tight. Then we can use the red and put that into our core, and then we continue what we've done before, but with the black this time. So just going over the top as you go. And go around the outside. You can go around more than once if you want to, but I find that if you go around once, it just finish your earrings off and it doesn't make them look too heavy. So you just keep going around. All right. Okay, so to end your earring off, you just cut this down here, get rid of that bit, and then you just sew, like lay it down and sew over the top until you get to the end. You can actually see where I started here, so I'm just going to go over it a little bit. Just to finish it off. Make sure it's all on top. And it doesn't matter if it's a little bit thicker at the top with your black, because then you can have it so that that's the top of your earring, and it just hangs a little bit nicer. So you just pull that, keep pulling that through. Right. Once you've covered the whole lot, then you put your needle back through what you've already sewn, and you might need to use your pliers to pull that through. So that's pulled through. Cut that off nice and close, tidy up any bits that are hanging out, and then that's your disc done. So now we're going to make it into an earring. So we've got to put the fines on. So we need a hook, and we need a ring to then make it into a necklace, an earring. So with your fine, where you can see here, this is where it opens. So you just need to bend it a little bit, and you might need help with an adult to do this, because they are quite hard to do. Now we've got to try and get it through. So where's mine? What do I do with my needle? Sometimes it's easier if you put like loosen it off a bit. See how it's got the hole there now? To use it with your needle. So then I can then just put it straight through that hole. There we go. Bend it back up a little bit. So we've got that. Now we put our earring on. So with one earring, you need to put the hook going that way, so that it goes in your left ear or your right ear, and then you need to put the hook in the other way, so facing the other way for the other earring. So with this one, I've got the hook facing to the left, so that we've got a pair of earrings. I'm going to make this one so it's facing to the right, so that you don't have your earrings in your ear facing the wrong way. So now we've got to bend that back. Oop, so that it's close together again and won't come apart. So there we go. So there we have one earring for the left and one earring for the right. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit different because you can't see both earrings at the same time, but there we go. There's our earrings. Okay, so as I said, this is our earrings. So we've done our earrings. Now to do a pendant, it's exactly the same, but on a larger scale. So, you know, you might want to go around, so if you went around twice on here, you might want to go around 4 times with the yellow, and you've done twice with the red, so 4 times with the red, once with the black, and then twice with the black. Same principle with the ring. So you just need to put one ring in, and then, you know, whatever size ribbon you want to use. Enjoy NAIDOC week. Enjoy making your earrings and your necklace, and have a wonderful time.